ตอนนี้ผมอยู่ที่ Columbia Picture Aquaverse ครับทำไมผมถึงอยู่ที่นี่ตามมาเลยครับผมกำลังจะบอกว่าในการลงทุนที่ EEC เนี่ยหลายคนอาจจะนึกถึงในเรื่องของแบบโรงงานอุตสาหกรรมนิคมอุตสาหกรรมคงไม่ได้เกี่ยวข้องกับการท่องเที่ยวถูกต้องไหมครับแต่การลงทุนครั้งนี้ของ Sony ครับโดยใช้ชื่อว่า Columbia Picture Aquaverse เป็นส่วนหนึ่งของ EEC ครับในการที่จะปักหมุดให้ประเทศไทยเป็น global destination ด้านการท่องเที่ยวเหมือนกับสิงคโปร์เหมือนฮ่องกงเหมือนกับจีนแต่สิ่งที่การลงทุนที่เกิดขึ้นณตรงนี้คือเขาไม่ได้มองแค่ว่าการเป็น global destination เลยครับแต่เขามองถึงการท่องเที่ยวในเชิงของความยั่งยืนอีกด้วยคำถามคือว่าทำไมการลงทุนครั้งนี้ของ Sony ถึงเลือกประเทศไทยและประเทศไทยการท่องเที่ยวความยั่งยืนมันจะเกี่ยวข้องกันยังไงกับ3เรื่องนี้ทั้งหมดนี้อยู่ใน Walkie Talkie กับผมไกด์ตามมาเลยครับปกติแล้วพูดถึงเรื่องของการลงทุนในสวนสนุกเนี่ยเราคงแบบเคยได้ยินนะครับว่าสวนสนุกระดับโลกจะมาไทยไหมจะมีโอกาสลงทุนไหมซึ่งตอนนี้ก็มีแล้วนะครับก็คือ Columbia Picture Aquaverse ครับกับมูลค่าการลงทุนในครั้งนี้ซึ่งเป็นส่วนหนึ่งของ EEC เนี่ยหลักพันล้านบาทแล้วไม่น่าเชื่อว่าในการลงทุนบนพื้นที่หลายสิบไร่ครับเขาไม่ได้มองแค่ว่าการที่ไทยนั้นจะเป็น global destination เนี่ยเป็นสำคัญแค่เรื่องเดียวนะครับเพราะการมาของแบรนด์ Columbia Pictures นั้นไม่ได้มาแค่ความสนุกไม่ได้การปักหมุดแค่อย่างเดียวแต่สิ่งที่แบรนด์โคลัมเบียมองไปไกลกว่านั้นสำหรับการปักหมุดที่เป็นมูวี่ธีมพาร์คในไทยแลนด์นั้นก็คือการที่เขาจะพาเรื่องของการท่องเที่ยวไปสู่ความยั่งยืนด้วยซึ่งหลายคนก็คงไม่คิดหรอกครับว่าการท่องเที่ยวเนี่ยมันจะเป็นส่วนหนึ่งที่นำไปสู่ความยั่งยืนได้ถูกต้องไหมครับเพราะว่ามันก็แค่เที่ยวนี่เที่ยวเสร็จกลับบ้านและจบแต่เรื่องนี้ครับมันมีการพูดคุยกันไปลึกกว่านั้นว่าจริงๆแล้วเนี่ยในเรื่องของ sustainability เนี่ยมันเป็นเรื่องที่หลายคนเริ่มคอนเซิร์นกันแล้วนะครับและในครั้งนี้ผมบอกเลยว่าผมได้มีโอกาสพูดคุยกับ CEO ของที่นี่ครับ Mr.Liakat Danji คุยกันเป็นภาษาอังกฤษแต่ไม่ต้องกลัวนะครับเรามีซับไตเติลภาษาไทยให้เพื่อที่จะบอกว่าทั้งหมดทั้งมวลนี้วิสัยทัศน์ของการท่องเที่ยวการเป็นมูวี่ธีมพาร์คและการลงทุนในประเทศไทย3อย่างนี้จะสื่อถึงอนาคตของการท่องเที่ยวสำหรับประเทศไทยได้อย่างไรไปคุยกับเขาเลยครับ Mr. Liakat, when we talk about the amusement park, mostly we talk about in the Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, but this is a long time ago that Thailand have an investment, especially for the FDI for the amusement park and theme park in Thailand. I would like to know that why Thailand must be the place for the global amusement park like the Columbia Picture Aquaverse.
It's a very good question, guys.
Yeah.
Just to give you some history, Columbia Pictures is owned by Sony. And Sony Pictures is a subsidiary of Sony Corporation. And it is the biggest entertainment company in the world. And when I started to talk to them 6 years ago, Sony has never done a theme park before. And so this will be the world's first Sony theme park.
First ever.
First ever.
Wow.
In Thailand. And so even they were asking me that the first one should be in the US. Or if you want to do it in Asia, it should be in China or Singapore or Japan. And I told them that no, Thailand is the future. And they said they didn't even know Thailand. They hadn't even been here. And I told them that I'm doing this because it's for the country and I believe very strongly in Thailand tourism. And when they came here 5 years ago, it was Songkran.
Wow, Songkran.
Yeah, it was Songkran when they came here.
Festive in Thailand.
Friendship, Sanuk. It was, and they said, oh my God, Thai people know how to have fun. And they are so wonderful and they're such a great host. And he said, we will convince Sony let's do the first theme park. And I said, you know, you're the global brand, but without the people, you'll never make a global impact. And Thailand has the people. It's got the friendliest and warmest people for me that I've met in the world. And they finally agreed, and the first theme park in the world for Sony is in Thailand.
Wow, great. Because when we talk about the theme park, especially for the water park, because when we talk about the water park, I haven't seen the famous theme park just as the amusement park, play the Viking or roller coaster, but at this time, the first ever of the Sony theme park, and it's a water park.
Yeah, because you know, again, it goes back to, you know, what are the things that we can do and build that are sustainable and that are environmentally friendly. And, you know, water parks are, I think that people love. You can see it today. You know, how many people are here just enjoying themselves, because it's an activity for everybody in the family. And now we're adding also the theme park elements to it. So we've got the Gran Turismo, the go-karts. We just opened the Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, the bumper cars for the kids and families. And so we're going to combine the two to be able to make it into an experience, especially with our new food offering, so that it becomes something that we've got something for everybody.
Oh, great. But this time we have a special interview, not only for the tourists, of course, but we are going to talk about the sustainability, Mr.Liakat. But because when I have heard about the sustainability project, we have known about for the retail sector, for the factory sector like the industrial, but not much when we talk about the sustainability is come to the tourism, especially for the water park. I would like to know that what is your vision to see in the future, especially for the sustainability travel? What is the vision to initiate the sustainability project, especially in the water park? Because when we talk about water park, somebody say, it doesn't matter, just travel and go home. But why water park, and especially for the Columbia Picture Aquaverse, must be to be sustainability, beyond sustainability?
It's a very good question. So let me put some statistics there. The world's largest industry is tourism. In Thailand, tourism accounts for almost 25% of the whole economy of Thailand. So if you don't tackle sustainability in tourism, it means that you're not tackling sustainability in one of the most important industries.
Wow.
Right? And tourism is going to keep on growing and growing. So if you hear all the comments by the leadership in Thailand, they want to take tourism from 30 million people to 70 million people in the next 5 to 10 years. And so I think that tourism needs to lead the way in sustainability, not to be a follower. And that industry can learn from us. That if we can do sustainability in our project, then even they can do it. And so this is also a big initiative for Sony as a global corporation, and it is a big priority for me as well to build sustainability into every aspect of what we do.
Wow, because when we talk about the sustainability, something like that, when we talk about the restaurant, they have a campaign like to minimize the food waste. Or when we talk about the drinking waters company, just use the biodegradable, something like for the daily use of the sectors, especially in the business, they have a way to combine the sustainability within the daily life. But when we talk about the water park, it's not in daily life. And how water park improve yourself to be a sustainability, because when I see it is a just water, just amusement slider, and how water park combine or how water park apply yourself to be a sustainability how you work
No, it's a very good point. I think there are two sides to it. One side is to do it sincerely. Don't do it for PR. Because people know immediately that it's just a gimmick. And we see too many people just doing things for a gimmick. The second thing is then to be able to communicate that with people, which is what we're doing with you today. So I'll give you some examples of how important sustainability is in our business. Shall I start with the sustainability initiative? Water. So we have more than 2 million gallons of water
inside here 2 million gallons wow
That's a lot. And in a typical water park that has got that much water, every day you would throw away 30,000 gallons because, you know, when people swim, the sunscreen, the hair, the skin goes into the water and that needs to be filtered out. So the traditional way of filtering is to use sand filters. And with a sand filter, it is very inefficient because that technology is 100 years old and it's never changed. And so all that water goes into the municipal waste system.
Oh, it's been filtered by the sand, but it's not clean.
It's not clean.
Oh.
And so what happens is that even in the not only the water that people swim in, but also what goes into the wastewater system. And you can see today in Thailand, the wastewater system is being completely clogged up by too much waste, right? And we don't have enough treatment plants to treat the waste. So the untreated waste is going into the sea. In our case, we're using a technology that came out of the US, which was a collaboration with NASA. Yes, it was actually a NASA initiative.
In this water park?
In this water park. We're the only one in Thailand.
Wow.
Nobody else has done it.
Wow.
And it doesn't use a sand filter. So we use a membrane filtration technology that can remove 99.999% of all bacteria and all germs, so that the water that comes out where people are swimming is drinking quality water. It is that pure and filtered.
Wow. Mr. Liakat, when we talk about this, because when I heard from your answer, it means you have a lot of the investment, you have a lot of the project, especially for the sustainability, because I trust that it's not only the one project.
No.
You have a lot of the project.
A lot.
But the important is how your customer concern about the sustainability, because when we talk about the sustainability, when we talk about it, just I compare in daily life, because in the car we use the EV car, okay, we concern because it's in daily life every day. But when we travel just only one time and something like they don't know that this location, this water park uses NASA filtration for 99.9 purity. But I would like to know that all of your projects that have do or going to do with the sustainability, do you think how people's concern about your project, or how people know that the Columbia Pictures that sincerely to do with the sustainability?
That's a very good question, Guy. I'm very impressed by the young generation, like you and your team, okay? Where you people genuinely care about sustainability. And you're trying to tell everybody that they should not only be aware of sustainability and not only put it into their daily life, but they should support the companies that actually integrate sustainability into their product. And so I think that what we need to do better is to educate the public that what we're doing here is not only fun, but is also sustainable. And I remember that many, many years ago, when I first decided to do this project about 12 years ago, at that time the Minister of Tourism, Kun Kop Khan, we discussed it with her, and this is going back 12, 13 years ago. And at that time, the government was doing this initiative to prevent all the beaches in Thailand, all the coastline, to be destroyed by commercial development. And so what they wanted to do was they wanted to bring man-made attractions so that it doesn't, the environment can still be remain for the indigenous population. So what we need is we need sustainable man-made attractions that doesn't destroy the environment. So we don't have any impact on the environment whatsoever. And so I think that these are things that we need to communicate to people that there's a benefit. And water filtration and water safety is just one of them. The other one is electricity. So in electricity, we're another industry. And we consume a lot of electricity to drive all of our pumps. And you can see now with global warming is that there is so much demand for electricity usage in Thailand right now during this
Yes, because we have to open the air conditioner.
Everybody's opening their air conditioner. So from the air conditioners to the pumps, we have to think sustainable. Because the cost of electricity is going to go up. To be able to power the electrical generating capacity, it's going to take big investment and it pollutes. So what we're doing now is that we're buying the pumps from Germany that are what we call variable speed pumps and completely hermetically sealed so that it only uses the power that it needs. And so the power gets reduced when it doesn't need it. So it saves us 30% on the power right there. Number two is we're starting to drive it by solar. So one day we will have no need to tap into the grid to buy electricity. We will be self-generating.
I have, because for every word that you answer to me, I have to be concentrate with your answer because I think in your head you is also have the vision. Because in case of you didn't have a vision, I don't know why you have a lot of the investment for sustainability.
It is huge.
I would like to know that because in case of you have the vision of the sustainability, it means you also have an imagination in the future that the sustainability and travel, they have something to relate. I would like to know, in your opinion, that in the future, what is the relationship between sustainability and travel? Because in case of it, if it's not a sustainability and the travel with the relationship, you didn't invest, but you invest because you have seen something about the relationship between these two things.
Yeah, I think there's two or three. I mean, you're asking me some really good, deep philosophical questions. I think the first thing is that you need to genuinely care about the environment. I think it starts from there. You can't say that it's somebody else's problem and that, I can't do anything about it. I think all of us can make a difference, right? And I genuinely care about the environment. And I think that global warming is happening faster than anybody anticipated. And if we all don't do our part, the world is going to become a very different place for our kids. Number two is that I think more and more as the public is getting educated about the dangers of overfishing or of over consumption of goods or electricity, the young generation is starting to ask to go to places that practice sustainability.
Wow.
It's happening with the younger generation. It started in the West, Europe,
Is it trending?
and it's trending in Asia now.
Oh.
So when I talk to my colleagues in Hong Kong or in Singapore, what I'm finding is that they want me to write articles for them on our sustainability initiatives, because they're saying that so many of the what we call the Gen Z, that young generation, they are deeply conscious of sustainability. And I think in Thailand it's just going to grow and grow. So I think the companies that practice genuine sustainability in everything, I think the customers will pay a premium to come and visit those places, because then they feel good that they enjoy themselves, but also they help the environment. Everybody here can help the environment. We just need to promote it better. But I think that, I'll give you an example in travel, right? Airlines,
That are biofuels. That
the biofuels. I think the airlines that use biofuels, they will get another 20% premium to the airlines. That I know that if I know an airline is using biofuel, I'll pay more to go on that airline. And it's going to happen to so many people because they are now becoming conscious. So what is happening is that the consumer is now driving companies to become more aware of sustainability.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, people like you and your company are educating the Thai consumer to be aware of that sustainability, not only in their daily life, but also the places that they buy from and the places that they visit.
Wow. We have a conversations within the half an hour. I think I got a lot of the visions that it's not like a promote, but you see that in the future it also have a trending, because the younger generation will have a conscious about this environment. Last questions, Mr. Liakat. I would like to know your vision and your opinion, because this is your first Sony theme park ever, and this is the first of Sony water park ever.
Theme park, you know.
Theme park in the world, and this is also the first water park in Thailand. What is your expectation of the water park with the first theme park of Sony, with the first Thai water park to leading the sustainability? What is your expectation?
I am, first of all, for me to invest a lot in this project.
For a billions, yes.
Billions, yeah, billions. The first thing is I need to believe in Thailand, right? And I've been here now for 26 years, and I love the country and I love the people, and I strongly believe in Thailand's potential. And I think that, you know, as we do things more sustainably and we grow, even in the resort, I'm looking at ecotourism, because I want to make it again completely sustainable. I just think that the potential here in the next 10 or 20 years is just going to keep on increasing. I see a very bright future for Thailand.
You think that a lot of the billions of investment, a lot of more than 100 million for the sustainability, it will profitable in the future as a sustainable.
Yeah, and this is only phase one. Okay, so there's going to be billions more that I'm going to invest here as I build out into phases 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And I'm doing it simply because I believe that this country is ready for that kind of investment, because even the government, even the EEC, you can see that their mandate is the biocircular economy and its sustainability. So I think all of us, the EEC is a partner with me, and so all of us are working towards the same objective. And for me, in the services sector, I want to be for the government, the leading voice to the whole world that we as services sector in Thailand are on a global level on sustainability.
I think no more questions. May I hug you because you have a lot of the visions
No,
with the
wonderful.
sustainability.
I don't think that the more important thing is people like you and your younger team being able to tell Thai that
Okay.
it is important, and then we're doing it and they're doing it, and we can enjoy and we can consume, but also be environmentally conscious.
Thank you so much, Mr.Liakat.
welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
การลงทุนครั้งนี้ของ Columbia Picture Aquaverse คงไม่ได้บอกแค่ว่าจะทำให้ไทยเป็นแค่ global destination นะครับ แต่การท่องเที่ยวแบบยั่งยืนในจุดหมายที่เรากำลังจะเป็นหนึ่งในแผนที่โลก นี่คือสิ่งที่ Columbia Aquaverse ให้ความสำคัญมากกว่านั้นนั่นเอง นี่คือทั้งหมดของ Walkie Talkie นะครับ ติดตามทั้งหมดได้ใหม่ที่นี่ Reporter Journey สำหรับวันนี้เล่นน้ำก่อนแล้ว